Hey everybody, this is D Hunter, bringing another action figure review. Today, we're going to look at the McFarlane Superpowers James Gunn Superman movie figures. This is the bundle from the McFarlane toy store. This consists of the Fortress of Solitude, Superman, Mr. Terrific, Gardner Green Lantern, and Metamorpho. I also grabbed a single Ultraman, and he arrived around the same time. There is another bundle that McFarlane has offered, and that one hasn't shipped yet. That one has the Gold Label exclusive version of the Fortress of Solitude, Mr. Terrific's T-Craft, and then a Superman movie 5-pack. It looks to be a lot of the same sort of stuff, but there's some exclusive items you get if you get the Gold Label Fortress, etc., etc., etc. So to have a complete collection, you kind of need a double dip on some stuff. In this video, we're going to take a look at each of the figures. We'll check out the accessories, height, and articulation, and we'll put them with the Fortress of Solitude. So, here's the front of the packaging of these figures, and here's the back of the packaging of these figures. So with no further ado, let's open them up and check them out. Alright, now we got these figures and diorama out of the package. Here they are, laid out in front of you. Now we have the Fortress of Solitude diorama, Mr. Terrific, Guy Gardner, Superman, Metamorpho, and Ultraman. The only thing I'm actually missing is Mr. Terrific's T-Sphere vehicle, and the deluxe version of the Fortress of Solitude that comes with the Superman robot. I believe that is actually the only difference. You get the Superman robot. So honestly, I didn't really buy these the appropriate way. The best way would be to wait until that one comes out, and then pretty much have a complete collection. But I thought to myself, well, I could probably put the two Fortress of Solitudes together and make an enormous Superman base. Anyway, we'll see how that turns out. Laid out in front of you are all the pieces, and it is disappointing. The majority of it is done out of cardboard, and so for the price, it's kind of like, eh. But hopefully it'll still be a cool background for your Superman movie figures, and maybe even the Spin Master or McFarlane versions. In this video, we will take a look at each of the figures. We'll check out the height, articulation, and really none of them have accessories, and then we'll compare them with a bunch of other relevant action figures. Let's go ahead and start off by putting the Fortress of Solitude together, so I can use that as a background for the figures. So here are all the pieces laid out in front of you. Some noticeable pieces. We have that lens that enhanced the sun and healed Superman when he was weak in the trailer. We have a chair to sit at the computer, and a bunch of these cardboard crystals for the back. It looks like it's going to be really simple to put together, so let's go ahead and do just that. And so there you have it, the Fortress of Solitude put together. Now, all the cardboard pieces were flat, so I was kind of wondering how's it going to stand up. But you have these sort of plastic ice pieces here. They connect to the cardboard via little pegs, kind of stick out to the back, and that allows it to stay upright. Then we have this piece sort of pegged into this computer part here. Kind of just fits around the computer, nice and easy. And we have another ice piece for this here. And I thought to myself, this is a great Fortress of Solitude, and it really should be okay for your 7-inch figures. We'll check that out shortly. And it might even work for a Mr. Freeze base. So there's no real action features here besides you can put your figure in the seat, turn around, have them using the computer. You have these lenses here, but they don't really do anything. You got these two, I don't know, pillars or computers or I don't know what. They kind of match the stuff on the computer screen here. A little bit of a closer look. I mean, it's not a bad computer. I mean, for a basic 4-inch retro line, it's not bad. I mean, the cardboard stuff's a little bit disappointing, but it does look pretty good. So I'll give it credit for that at least. And I can take the measurements of this thing. I mean, the way I have it displayed right now, it's about 27 inches wide. And the height, about, I don't know, slightly under 10 inches tall. But you can move it around and display it any way you want. If you got it on a bookshelf, you can even have it sort of be like a square type position. So, you know, it is very versatile as far as that goes. And it's very easy to disassemble and put away, very flat. And what are my honest opinions on this Fortress of Solitude diorama or playset? Well, it's pretty nice for what it is. It's basic, but it gives you a ton of play area. It's tall enough to fit in with your 7-inch figures, at least to a point. And I appreciate that. But what is it? A chair, a computer, a little sort of snow platform. a couple plastic ice pieces, and a bunch of cardboard. The value is simply not there. $40? Are you fucking kidding me? This thing should be about $14. I like it, and I'm happy to have it in the collection, but if you add the price in, it kind of ruins it for me. I mean, this thing is so damn basic. And now we have our figures. There are 5 of them. Mr. Terrific, Gardner Green Lantern, David Corenswet Superman, Metamorpho, and Ultraman. The trailer kind of implies Ultraman is definitely a villain. Metamorpho looks like he's going to be a villain and maybe change sides by the end. Typically he's a hero. And then we have Mr. Terrific and Guy Gardner as part of the Justice Gang, and Superman doing his own thing. In this video we will take a look at each of the figures individually, but first I'll check out the height and articulation because it's pretty much the same on each of them. So from bottom to the top, about 4.75 inches tall. Pretty similar. Guy Gardner's just a tad shorter. Mr. Terrific about Superman height. Metamorpho is about 5.1 inches tall, tallest of them. And Ultraman just under 5 inches. And each of these guys has the same articulation scheme, which consists of the head able to rotate, arms up and down. That is 3 points for articulation. No waist swivel. Leg goes forward and back. That is 5. And then the knees forward and back as well. That is 7 points for articulation. So now to take a look at Superman. In his base, the Fortress of Solitude. Now the head looks pretty good. I mean, of course, it doesn't have the likeness to David Corenswet, but you can pretty much tell it's a movie Superman. I mean, his outfit and the signature logo helps a lot. He's got the curl on his forehead, cloth soft goods cape with his Superman logo on the back. Of course, it has that old school plastic wire around the neck. Darker blue, trunks, kind of oversized belt, logo going over his abs. Now in the superpowers line, there are pretty much 2 different Superman bodies they use. We have the older Superman body with a larger set of abs, and the newer Superman body with a smaller set. I believe it's only been used this one time on the other Superman figure. You can see the torso here matches, the ribs, the abs. Of course, the belt is different, the arms are the same. The legs are the same, at least the boots are different. You can see the sculpted top there. So it's not a brand new body for this movie Superman, but they used their newest and best body and made some significant alterations. Besides that Superman, they also use the same body for Bizarro, which makes perfect sense. And here are all the different Superman figures they've made in the Superpowers line so far. We have a total of 8 of them, and there are countless more they could do. And here he is next to a Spin Master 6-inch movie Superman figure. And as you can see, I think he looks pretty damn good in this diorama. I mean, the ice crystals are taller than him. Hell, I bet he can fit in the freaking seat. Yeah, not perfect, but you know what? I think that's pretty damn cool. That works nicely. I have 4 different versions from the Spin Master, all in the 6-inch scale. We have the single release, the one that came in the 4-pack, the one that came in a 2-pack with the Kaiju Beast, and the action feature version. And you know what? That Spin Master Crypto works really well with the Superpowers version, because Spin Master released the same Crypto with their 3-inch and 6-inch figures, so it's sort of in between, which is great for the 4-inch line. And speaking of figures sitting in the chair, here's a Superpowers Superman there, although I imagine it's mostly intended for the Superman robot. And a closer look at the Spin Master Superman utilizing the chair. Not bad. Then, with a McFarlane DC Multiverse 7-inch scale David Corenswet Superman, about twice as big. And looking at him in the diorama, you know, it's not a bad background piece. Don't get me wrong, the computer is far too small, you gotta take that thing out of there. But these background crystals can make for a good display piece for your multiverse figures. Giving me 3 different scales of David Corenswet Superman figures, 6-inch, 4-inch, and 7-inch. And Spin Master also makes 3-inch and 12-inch figures, so you could have a huge variety if you wanted. McFarlane has made 3 different versions of the Superman. The Deluxe, Regular, and Battle Damaged. And that version of Crypto is far too big. Next, let's look at Guy Gardner. He's the cocky asshole Green Lantern of the bunch. This is the one from the Superman movie. He's part of the quote-unquote Justice Gang, which is sort of a superhero team that's been, I don't know, sold out almost. Not quite, but they're working for corporate, etc. Of course, in this line, we're not going to get the entire Justice Gang, as it doesn't look like they're making Hawkgirl. But he has that logo on his chest. He can't really move his jacket too much. I mean, a little bit. Justice Gang, Green Lantern logo. He's got the actual power ring, and I think it's just painted, not sculpted. A little bit of green trim. Not bad. He's got that ridiculous looking bowl cut, and we just had to have it. Here he is, next to the other guy, Gardner, in the Superpowers line. This one is based off the comics. Here are all the different Green Lantern Superpowers figures they've made so far. Then, next to the Spin Master 6-inch movie Guy Gardner, Spin Master's made two versions, the single 6-inch version and the action feature version. And here he is with the McFarlane DC Multiverse Guy Gardner figures. We have a Green Lantern, a Yellow Lantern, and a Red Lantern. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem like McFarlane is going to make Guy Gardner from the Superman movie. Not in the 7-inch scale. Now let's look at Mr. Terrific, another member of the Justice Gang. As you can see, he's got the black T on his face, same jacket, same logo. I imagine they're done on the same body. We'll check that out in a second. Costume and uniform very similar. The T on his belt. Fair play. Terrific. And yes, it appears they utilize the same body. You can see the abs there. The boot, which is sculpted and not painted on Terrific. Makes sense. I really have no problem with this kind of reuse. And then here he is, next to the Spin Master 6-inch Mr. Terrific, which I have 3 of them. The single release, the 4-pack, and the action feature version. And then here, with the McFarlane DC Multiverse 7-inch version of the Superman movie Mr. Terrific. And here, with all of the Multiverse 7-inch Mr. Terrific figures. Now it's like a Metamorpho, or a Rex Manson, or the Elemental Man. He used to be a member of the Batman and the Outsiders in the comics. Not really sure if he's a villain or a hero in the film. I get the impression he's sort of under Lex Luthor's control, and eventually he'll break free, make the right decision, but we'll see. This is the second Metamorpho figure they've done in the Superpowers line. It does have that signature movie look, that sort of blank expression, the bald head, the weird sort of creepy eyes, and all the sort of lines all around his face. Sculpt is decent. One side is sort of scales, one side is orange. He's got the gym shorts on that a lot of people complain about. And then he's got the white and the brown legs. Texturing is decent. I like the fact that it's textured on one side and not the other. Here's a look at both the movie and comic versions of Metamorpho in the Superpowers line. And here, next to the Spin Master 6-inch scale movie Metamorpho. Next, with McFarlane's DC Multiverse 7-inch movie Metamorpho, giving us 3 different versions, and they're all pretty cool. And here, with the Mattel DC Universe Classics Build-A-Figure Metamorpho. And finally, let's take a look at Ultraman. Ultraman, typically in the comics, is a different version of Superman from another Earth in the multiverse. Usually it's an evil Superman that leads the crime syndicate, which is the evil Justice League. In the movie, we don't really know who or what Ultraman is. I've seen so many theories. If he's a clone of Superman, which I think is the most likely sort of scenario that Lex Luthor made. Whether it's Bizarro, whether it's Henry Cavill, whether it's Parasite, all this nonsense. Can't wait to find out, and I'm happy it hasn't been spoiled for me. I'm going to guess it's maybe going to be a hybrid of a couple different characters. James Gunn's going to take what he likes and what he wants. So, look at the figure. He's in this sort of purple outfit. He's got black goggle type things and then the U on his chest for Ultraman. Larger set of abs. Same articulation scheme as all the others. You can see the sculpted trunks on there, so clearly it's another figure repurposed into Ultraman. He's pretty basic. He's got this sort of darker purple ring going around his neck, leading to a symbol there. He looks kind of like Snake Eyes from G.I. Joe. Here he is, next to McFarlane's DC Multiverse 7-inch scale Ultraman, both regular and battle damaged. And here he is, next to a couple of comic versions of Ultraman by McFarlane Toys. This is his more traditional look. And so there you have it. This is the James Gunn Superman movie wave in the Superpowers line. Kind of cool doing modern stuff in the old retro 80s throwback line. The figures, they're alright. Pretty basic, nothing special, but I'd say they met and possibly even surpassed my expectations. And the diorama there. It's also pretty nice. but it did not meet my expectations because it's damn near all just cardboard, and that is ridiculous. I like it for what it is, but it should have been much cheaper. And for this price, you should have got at least some plastic crystals. I know, you got a couple, but you should get many, many more. The whole background could have been made out of plastic. And then I would have said, yes, this is a fair price for this thing. $40 for this? For this? Really? Anyway, if I go back in time, I still would have bought it. I think it's going to be a cool background prop or diorama piece for your 4-inch, 6-inch, or even 7-inch Superman figures. So, let's go and take a look at the rest of the Superpowers line. Now let's check out the entire Superpowers collection, wave by wave. Let's start off with Wave 1, which consisted of Hush Batman, Darkseid, Classic Superman, the Batwing, and the Supermobile. And here's Wave 2. This had the Barry Allen Flash, the Batman Who Laughs, and John Stewart Green Lantern. Then the third wave, which had Hush Nightwing, Modern Wonder Woman, and Classic Deathstroke. Next, for Wave 4, this has the Batmobile, Wonder Woman's Invisible Jet, Blue and Gray Batman, Tim Drake Robin, Classic Wonder Woman, and Aquaman. And now for Wave 5, which includes the elusive Walmart exclusive Reverse Flash, a more modern version Barry Allen Flash, Nightfall Nightwing, Tim Drake Robin, Black Keaton Homage Batman, Thomas Wayne Flashpoint Batman, Rebirth Superman, and the 3-pack with Peacemaker, Judo Master, and Vigilante, and also the Whirly Bat. Here's Wave 6, Justice Lord Superman, Zernar Batman, Gold Tech Shield Homage Batman, Gold Flash, Hal Jordan Green Lantern, and Blue First Appearance Sinestro. Here's Wave 7, which had 2 versions of Brainiac, 2 versions of Brainiac's Skull Ship, Blue Beetle's Bug Ship, Gold Superman, Manga Batman, Kilowog, Blue Beetle, and Sinestro Corps Yellow Lantern. Then, Wave number 8, Booster Gold, Metamorpho, Dark Knight Returns Batman, Fleischer Superman, Black Manta, and Guy Gardner Green Lantern. Here's Wave 9, where I believe this 3-pack falls into. Gold Wonder Woman, Modern Aquaman, the Riddler, Black Gray Batman, Classic Superman, Bizarro, and then the JSA 3-pack, Starman, Alan Scott, Green Lantern, and Hourman. Here is Wave 10 of McFarlane's Superpowers line, the Atom, Lobo, Black Suit Superman, Unmasked Batman, Jason Todd Robin, and Jake Garrick the Flash. And here are a couple of exclusives, not part of traditional waves. We have the Trinity, Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman Black and White Accent 3-pack. That was a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive. And then we have the Batman, Batwing, and Whirly Bat Amazon exclusive 3-pack. And of course, here's the James Gunn Superman movie wave, Mr. Terrific, Guy Gardner, Superman, Metamorpho, and Ultraman. Here's my entire collection of McFarlane Superpowers figures. I have every single one, every single wave, every single variant except for the Wave 4 Walmart exclusive Black Manta. Unfortunately, I didn't win the EQO raffle on that guy, and I'm still on the hunt for him to complete my collection. If anybody can point me in the right direction or can possibly help me out, please drop me a line in comments below. It is much appreciated. Now to add this Superman wave to the mix, and then there's another wave of 4 figures coming out very soon. So overall, it's a cool wave of 5 figures. I think the figures are just fine. I think they're pretty cool, pretty well done, at least to the Superpower standards. I still don't have Mr. Terrific's T-Sphere, but I'll get that soon. The Fortress of Solitude is literally criminal. To be asking $40 for that is absolutely ridiculous. And then, of course, we have the deluxe version, which is $50. But, I mean, $10 more for the extra exclusive figure kind of makes sense. I do like their Fortress, but for that price, it's just madness. So, that is the wave. Looking forward to seeing the movie. Should be seeing it tomorrow. Should be fun. So this is D Hunter. Thank you for watching this video. If you liked the video, press like below. If you have anything you want to say with the video, add to the comment section. If you want to see additional action figure reviews from me, press subscribe. I do appreciate when you do that. Once again, this is D Hunter. Thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you guys real soon.